in still. Oh, I'm going to need stuff to come in, aren't I? Chitty chatty stuff. Live chat. Live chat. It'd be easy if I bring this closer. Like that. No, now upside down. Like that. Nothing like being a pro, eh? And this is nothing like being a pro. Who have we got? TikTok and football and Bluebell. Hello, hello. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Yes. I don't know what the light's like in this. Is this okay? It looks a bit wishy-washy. I dropped you. Sorry. Yeah, I did. I didn't mean to. Just kind of moved the tripod and you went spadoosh. If I was thinking properly about this, are you in a spin? Hello, Illinois. Oh, you know, I always spell this wrong. Linus. Oh, I know I've said this right before and I've got it wrong, haven't I? But I do remember you. Hi. Okay, so live chat is up. Live chat is up. Who else has just popped in? Caroline. Hello, Caroline. My dream fan, I think, would be a VS. A VS? What's a VS? Oh, VW. Do you mean a VW? Hi, Kev. Cuppa sounds good for me. Excellent. Well, you know, we will head, or I will head your way at some point soon. Now we are free to roam. Put us on a non-optional roller coaster. Yeah, sorry. I went at the last minute and got Kenzie's tripod out of his bedroom and then realised it didn't have a phone clip connection on it. So you're kind of perched at the moment precariously, and I knocked you and you fell. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on a roller coaster. Oh, you didn't finish it. Thank you, Martin. Thank you very much. Yes, my 4K. Can you believe it? It's a bit of a strange story, isn't it? Oh, Caroline, did I say hello to you? And Tink, do you get danger money? No. You do not. I'm sorry. It'd be one of the 1970s. Do you know what? Those VWs are lovely. But you have to have the money to put into them. You have to have the time to put into them, and you ideally need a garage or some sort of storage to keep it in. The one next door to me, which is just, I can't remember what type of VW it is. My neighbour's one, he's just taken it for its MOT, and I said, "Oh, are you expecting it to pass?" And he went, "No, but at least I know what's wrong with it." And then he came back the next day and it had a wheel taken off, so it obviously failed on something, but they have been getting it all ready to go, so they'll probably be out and about in that. But he's also got a big like stealth van as well that he goes away in. Yeah, what was I going to say to you? 4K. Yes, 4K. Hi, Mary Ross. Thank you. How's the tree quiz going? Well, I've got what, 400 and something points, and Imo's got 200 and something, I think. So she's catching me up, and I haven't been out for another walk. I did want to go out today and do a nice walk and go and look for trees, but it chucked it down, so I didn't do it. What was I saying? Yes, the 4K. So that was something else, wasn't it? So this time last week, no, Sunday last week, I was on my travels, not knowing what was going to befall me, and yeah, then we had all that drama in the Cotswolds, or I had all that drama in the Cotswolds. Put that one video up and it went mental, absolutely mental. I think that's as viral as I'm going to go, but it gave my channel a huge boost. So if there's anyone here new who's never watched me on a live stream or is very new to my channel, hi. So lots of trees yesterday, no idea what trees they were yesterday. Yes, that is the problem. I look confident in my tree ID when you see me on my tree ID videos, but that's after I've checked with Google and various other things. You know, it's not like I'm some nature buff. There are some I know 100%, and then there are variations of trees which completely throw me. Or I go, well, I know this is definitely a willow, but is this a crack willow? It's definitely not a weeping willow. Is it, you know, there's another type of willow which I can't remember what it's called, but it does throw me. Definitely throws me. Right, what have I missed? What have I missed? almost a week ago. Yeah, it was almost a week ago. Well, thank you. Yes, I hope it has raised awareness. And the one thing I noticed when I mentioned it on my personal Facebook page that I had been in this situation, I was going to come home. Everybody assumed I was talking about a woman being the person on the end of the domestic abuse, and as it was not a woman on the end of the domestic abuse, and I think that surprised quite a few people. But it does bring awareness to the fact that anybody can be on the receiving end of domestic abuse. It doesn't, it's often not a woman. I think it's probably more common with women, but very often it's not. And men are living with a stigma of, well, if they say something to their friends, maybe, I imagine their friends would joke and laugh and kind of maybe not take them seriously, maybe go, get beaten up by a girl, that kind of thing. I'm sure if they realised how serious it was, they wouldn't. But sometimes people broach these in a half-hearted, light manner, don't they? Kind of these subjects to see how it's going to be received. And if it's received in that kind of manner, then they're not going to then go to those people and ask for help, I would imagine. And I think the stigma around the male side of being an abuse victim is what prevents a lot of them from seeking help. So hopefully I did raise a little bit of awareness, and just made people think maybe that it's not always as you would expect. So some good might come from it. Right, where am I on my chitty chatty? Thank you, Tink. Yes, please do press that button. Are the ashes in April? Hello, hello. I was hoping I'd get some of my American viewers on here. I was going to do it earlier, and Lee said, no, think about your American viewers. Go on late. I was like, yeah, that's a very good point. Lucky Dog Productions moderator. Congrats on 4K. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you everybody for getting me to this point. Good karma for your good deed. Hi, White Panther. I hope so. I hope, I've always said that there is kind of like a what energy you give out is what you receive. I do believe in that. I suppose that's karma. What energy you put out there is what you receive. And I'm not saying that bad things don't happen to good people, because they do. But as a general rule, for the most part, I think if you put out a kind energy, then you get a kind energy back. Well, I'm going with that anyway. Where was I on my chat? I should have a separate device, shouldn't I, for the chat? I was thinking I should have had party poppers and all sorts, but it's not very. It was a last minute thing I thought about this morning. Society of how things are right now prevents people from speaking. Yeah, there is that as well. There's a lot of people who've been alone for the last year and struggling, obviously not with abuse, but struggling with a lot of other things, mental health and feeling lonely, and it's been a tough time for a lot of people. Ray's girl, hello. David's Cafe, thank you for that. I do hope that's a cup of tea and not a coffee. I am a tea girl, but that's lovely. Thank you very much. Is that, Victoria sponge cake? Don't mind if I do. Lisa, thank you. I appreciate your words. Just wanted to come and say well done. Going to eat now. Will you enjoy, Mary? If you're still here, what are you having for dinner? Or is it your breakfast? Where are you? I'm trying to think where Mary is. UK? Oh, I should know this. The thing is, the bigger the channel gets, the harder it is to remember where everybody comes from. And those people that I talk to regularly in the comments, because I like to form a friendship or a connection with my viewers. So those people that I chat to quite a lot, I do try and make a mental note and a connection between what they are, where they live, what they do, who they are, that kind of thing. But my memory is rubbish. Days gone by. Hello. How are you both? Keeping well, I hope. 1 or 2 circles in the afternoon. I think might be 1 or 2. Oh, o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, that's good then. So that's worked out quite good timing. And it's the weekend. So party poppers. Yeah, I should have had party poppers. Hello, Daryl and Keith. How are you guys? Missing our travels. This is looking really washed out. And I'm not quite sure. Hold on, I'm just going to clean your face. Did your mothers ever do that to you? Spit in there and on your face before you went into school? Do you round your mouth? Got your breakfast on your face? I'm not even sure if that's made a difference. There we are. Consider yourself cleaned in a very un-COVID friendly way. Sorry about your writing. Don't worry about it. My writing's terrible. You should see my text messages to my family. The last phone I had before I got this one the other week was terrible for making me look like an idiot. It was really, really bad. This phone has got a bigger screen, and therefore when I type, my fingers aren't so big and chunky on the keypad, and so I don't make quite as many mistakes. Thank you for your congratulations. It is a big milestone. I remember my 1K. Those of you who've been watching me for a long time, when I did my my naked live stream at 1K, but it wasn't naked. I gave away naked bars and chocolate and goodies. I gave away a lot of prizes to people, and I keep thinking I should do another big giveaway at some point, but I keep thinking that if I'm going to do that, I should really contact some sort of sponsory type thing, not a sponsor as such, but you know, something that I use a lot of product wise, or to do with traveling around the UK or something like that I should give away, or find somebody who would be willing to donate some prizes. I'll look into it. Breezy, hello. How is Texas? Catherine, hello from Wales. Thank you. How is Wales? Is it as wet as Oxford? It's pretty grotty here at the moment. Daryl and Keith, congratulations on your 5K as well. Look, we're like twinning. You're doing a 5K and I'm doing a 4K. That's nice. We're like twinning. That tickled. Yeah, just like Mum used to do. That's right. Spit and rub. I must be quite far back in my comments here. Doing your Sunday chat again at some point. Yes, I enjoyed our Sunday chats, Rose Girl. That was good fun. English has been pretty bad last few days. My sister would make fun. Oh, bless. And of course, Pip can't have a chat. Well, we can't have a chat without me. Hi, Georgia. My sister's in the house. Is Jasper with you and everybody? Hello. Or are you at work? If you're at work, why are you on here? Hi, Jackie. You now. We have a prize soon for our sub numbers. Yeah, that's fine. You go ahead. It's absolutely well deserved. You helped us. Did I help you get to your 1K? Did I? And now look at you. You're at 5K. This is what I do. I did it with Posh Cats as well. I really plugged their channel and ended up with them going well above my subs. And yeah, that's what I do. The channels I plug get more subs than me. Don't know what that says about me, really. Pebbles, thank you. Good. I am glad that Texas is sunny and lovely. Could you send some sun our way, please? We soon catch Daryl and Keith. Well, I do hope I soon catch them up, yes. But that's only because they haven't been travelling, you see. So I reckon that's why. I think if they'd been out in the van and doing all like more regular van type videos, they would be zooming ahead again. I think once they get back on the road, that'll be it. I won't be able to keep them up, or keep up with them. Very rainy. Hope the sun comes out. Where are you, Catherine? Wales. That's it. I asked you that, didn't I? Yes, Wales. Sneaking away during school or work would be something I would do. Yeah, I don't know if George is still at work. I imagine she's probably at home now. Jasper says hi. Hi, Jasper. Still thinking on a new channel name. Yeah, you see, the problem with channel names is you pick a channel name that you think is going to work and it's relevant for that time, and then things change and your channel progresses, and yeah, it just becomes a bit of see so my name, Worm's Eye View, came from my blog, which was on my website, which I don't really do a lot with and I really should do more with, but it's all very much based on childcare and getting kids playing and learning through play and all that kind of stuff. and it was about seeing things from below. So as adults, we're a bit of a bird's eye view, and we look down kind of at the world from above, whereas kids see it from the ground up. I mean, they're closer to the ground, so they kind of see things, and things that we just don't see anymore, or that we don't pay any attention to. So the bugs and the ice and the, you know, the interesting things that we've just become completely blind to as we walk around our days in our busy lives. So that's where my channel name came from. And I hadn't even thought that at any point in my future I would be going off in a van, buying a van and going off in a van. And the channel is really the only childcare element of this channel now is the 4 days that I do my vlogs when I'm working, and that's more for the parents of the children that I look after who want to see what their children have been up to. So, you know, that benefits them and they enjoy it, and I know other people do enjoy seeing that as well. But actually most of my views and most of the interest in my channel now comes from the van life stuff and nature and my hikes. So, but at least I didn't give myself a name that was something childcare, because that would then really have been outdated now as a channel name. It would have become very outdated. Thank you, Mr. Breeze. 4K, yeah, how did that get to 4K? Don Clark, hello from Leeds. Well, hello from Oxford. Yeah, I still call you Camper Van Tales though, Daryl and Keith, and I probably always will. I'm sorry, it's stuck in my head. Could give away some geek and yeah. Do you know what, Georgia and I have? You have an in with Yona. Yes, that's my sister Georgia who's on here. I was thinking about that actually, and Georgia and I did have a conversation about doing this as some prizes. So Georgia, we need to have that conversation. Yeah, so people can. I could pay for a couple of t-shirts or something and people could win them. They could choose what they want and then get them sent out. Rob Random, hello. I haven't spoken to you in a very long time. Life sometimes changes. In my case, it really changed. It did really change. And I was glad to see that video you put up as well, Victoria, saying, you know, how you're still there and doing okay. Did you sort intensive course for Brandy bots? Yes, I've actually emailed them today. I'm probably going to have to ring them on Monday, which is what I did last time I spoke to them. I don't know how long the waiting list is going to be. If I've not heard from them by Monday, that is on my list of the many phone calls I need to make to sort things out. But I have been in touch with the company this morning. Brett, hello. How's Brett doing? Why haven't I seen your videos pop up? I haven't seen your videos pop up in a very long time, Brett. I'm going to have to go and check that out, make sure that YouTube hasn't done something horrible and removed you. Just camp will do. Just camp. Well, half of you's camp. The other half not so. I'm not saying who's who. Oi, oi, Brett. We can chat about that. They are, look, my insider. I was wearing a Geek of Nature t-shirt today actually. It was I put it in the wash, so I can't show you right now, but it's the white t-shirt I bought with the not octopus, jellyfish, the rainbow jellyfish. So yeah, I do like it, because not only is it supporting my family and therefore, you know, putting food on their plates and a roof over their heads, it's also good for nature. You know, it's promoting nature with the images on the t-shirts and eco topics, but it's also very eco, you know, sustainably made, sustainably sourced, sustainably disposed of. Every part of the whole manufacturing and everything on the Geek and Nature t-shirts is very considerate to the environment. Bra issues, what did I miss? Your vlogs via Imo. Marina, oh lovely, thank you. Well, thank you for coming over from Imo and Izzy's channel. Yes. I formed a nice friendship with Imo. She's a lovely person. And I'm really loving this tree challenge. I don't know if she sent me the book as a challenge. And I kind of turned it into a challenge, even if she didn't intend for it to be a challenge. But it's nice because it's created a link between our channels as well, which is really good. And hopefully it's encouraging some of you to get out and explore nature and pay a bit more attention to the trees around you. I know it's definitely made me more aware of the trees I'm walking under. Trying to find the little details, but my problem is my brain doesn't retain the information. And I can go, oh, as soon as I see the name, I could Google it in the end and go, what is that? And I go, well, of course, that's obvious. I know that. But my brain, for some reason, just finds it really hard to retain the facts. You have to notice I am Cookie Monster again today. Yeah, look, Cookie Monster. I was in the bath beforehand. Bra issues. Who's talking about bra issues? No, no more bra issues since the ghost took my bra out of the drawer and strewn it across my house. Seems to have behaved himself. Haven't heard anything from the house ghost since the bra incident. Flying bras from the ghost. Yeah, not at the moment. Not at the moment. Oh, have I had any more bra issues? Right, yes. Sorry, I missed that comment completely. Thankfully, no. Oh, Posh Cats. Hello, Trev and Sue. How are you? Are you at home or are you, exploring? Oh, Thrifty Grandma is in. Nice to see you this early in my morning. What time is it in Canada? It's about 8 hours, is it not, behind? I don't even know what time it is here. 6. So about 10 o'clock in the morning? Is that right? It must be about 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, they are not bad. That was a good guess, wasn't it? See, I have family in Canada, so I do remember it's about 8 hours. But then Canada's a big place, so I imagine time zones differ, do they not, across Canada? I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's definitely time zone difference. Yeah. Oh, you two. Oh, you're all chatting to everybody. I haven't really got a plan for this, except for maybe a Q&A session, because I know I was going to do a Q&A session, and I think I've had 2 questions asked of me. And the first one, which I could start with, was how did Lee and I meet? And there was another question, but I can't remember what it was because I didn't write it down. Did the ghost leave any ectoplasm? No, he did not. No. He's a very tidy ghost. I think he was trying to just do the laundry. I guess when we were meeting up. Oh, we'll all gate crash. Where and when? And we'll all just gate crash. So shall I just start the Q&A with that one? Internet problems are answered back in a moment. Okie dokie. So I'll start with that question, and you guys can just throw up some questions, and hopefully I will find them when I flick through, because it does keep going off. So the first question I was asked was, where did Lee and I meet? And we met in a place called Abingdon, which is where he used to live, just outside Oxford. And I was heading, so Abingdon, hi Sean, Abingdon is the home of the MG. So they were built in MG cars. They were built, it's 20 after 11 here. They were built in Abingdon, where the current police station now is. And every year in the summer, in the August bank holiday, they would have, they probably do out of COVID times, have a MG rally type thing on their big fields. They have like a big event. And so we were heading, a friend of mine and I were heading off to this event. That was the whole point that I was in Abingdon, was to go to this event. And we were walking from his house, and we got as far as the pub. It was called the White Swan in Abingdon, if anybody knows it. No, the Black Swan. The Black Swan. I don't even know if it's still there. And yeah, we didn't get any further because he was so hungover that basically he just decided to have hair of the dog. and have another little drink to keep him going. And we didn't leave. He decided he was feeling too rubbish to travel any further, and we ended up just staying at the bar in this pub. It was quite empty, and having a few drinks. And I went to the toilet and I came back and Lee had nicked my seat and he was there. And because he nicked my seat, and I was like, oh, you've nicked my seat. And Lee, being the chatty person that he is and not really afraid to talk to anybody, we ended up having a chat and getting to know each other while my friend was almost comatose on the bar. And then I was heading off to visit somebody in Bicester, and I didn't know how to get from Abingdon to Bicester the quickest way, and I just happened to ask his opinion, and he told me the A34 was the best way to do it, and was kind enough to go back in his car, go get his car. Actually, yeah, I'm trying to think how this worked. He went to get his car, met us outside my friend's house, and then I followed him onto the A34, and then he stuck his arm out the window, flashed his lights, and pulled off. So he had me on the right direction to where I needed to go, and he'd given me directions. He was a very helpful man, very helpful indeed. So yeah, that's how I met Lee, in this pub. And obviously we had exchanged phone numbers and what have you. I didn't really fancy him at the time. He just made me laugh a lot. He was very funny and made me laugh a lot. So yeah, that's the story of how I met Lee. Somebody else did put a question up. What was the question? Trev and Sue are back. The internet connection must have been sorted. Have I ever been arrested? No. No, I'm a good girl. I have never been arrested. I was trying to think, have I ever been like pulled in for anything where it really wasn't my fault and questioned, but no, I've never been arrested. That was a short one, wasn't it? Sorry, no tasty gossip there. Have I ever eaten pigeon? No, I haven't, but my nephew Jasper, if you're still watching, Jasper ate pigeon the other week at his bushcraft home ed group, and he said it was really tasty. But no, I haven't eaten pigeon. Honestly, I don't think I would be overly averse to trying it. I think initially my thought was, oh, pigeon, but why would pigeon be any different to duck or chicken or anything else, really? It wouldn't. So I suppose it's just because I've never tried it that I'm a bit, I don't know. Yeah, that might be it. I'm not one for trying new meats. And that's really weird. That's really weird, because I wonder if I hadn't eaten meat up to this point and then you asked me to eat meat, would I want to eat it or not? But because I grew up eating meat from a young child, those meats that I did eat as a child and continue to eat into my adult life, I'm okay with. Well, there's something to ponder on, isn't it? But no, I've never tried pigeon. Where were we? Have I ever tried pigeon? Welsh Trucker, hello. Did you guys vote yesterday? I don't remember you saying in the vlog. No need to say who for. No, do you know what? And it would have been Brendan's first vote. No, you know what? And I feel terrible for it, because I'm all for you should vote and you should exercise your right to vote. And Brendan was going to vote as well. But no, we absolutely didn't vote. And I don't know why. Were there voting stations, or was it digitally done, or what? I don't know. No, I didn't, and neither did he. Lee never votes. Lee's opinion is everyone's as bad as everyone else and they all lie. So he's not voting for any of them, because then he has the right to complain about them all because he didn't pick one of them and he thought they were all bad to start with. Whereas I do usually vote, during voting, but no, I was bad and I did not. And no, Brendan didn't exercise his right to vote on his first voting opportunity, should I say. No, that was purely because was it yesterday, or it was the day before, wasn't it? Yeah. Greetings, mother. Kenzie Berry's in here. Hi, Kenzie. Are you downstairs? I'm going to make you pancakes after this live stream, Kenzie, because they're all eating pizza and you can't have that, can you? It's probably got, you probably could have it now. You probably could, but they didn't get you a pizza, did they? Or did your dad get you pizza to share with Brendan? I don't know, but I'll make you pancakes later. Rick Chan, hello, hello. Do you think you'll carry on childminding till you retire? Yes. I've often thought, would I do something else? Um, and I've really at times thought long and hard about what would I do. But I've been my own boss pretty much all my life. Um, I nannied. The only time I wasn't my own boss was when I nannied for a family before I had children of my own, and they were fantastic. But my life became quite not controlled, that's the wrong word. So anything I wanted to do, I ended up having to give up because my hours for nannying just took over. And I would book piano lessons, or I would start a new dance class or something like that, and then they would say, we need you to babysit, or we're going to be late. And I just couldn't guarantee that I could ever get to any of these things, and I ended up giving up everything I tried because I just couldn't guarantee that I'd leave work on time. um, and that was fine back then when I was young and what have you, but that I had a different nannying job when I had Brendan, and that really didn't work out. I was either a good mum and a bad nanny in their eyes, or I was a good nanny and, not being the best mum in my eyes. So I went into childcare, into childminding, which meant that I was my own boss, and people knew from the start if my son was sick, then I wouldn't be working. And if he had a school play, then I would be going. And, all those kind of things were, it was really upfront about. And I wasn't having to ask for permission. I was saying, this is what's happening. So being my own boss really helped. Um, so I don't think I do well as being an employee rather than being my own boss. Um, I like the freedom that my day gives me, in that I am restricted. I am restricted a lot by the number of children I have, by their ages. So there's going to be a restriction in anything, but I can spend the day outside, even if it's just in my garden. And the hours are long. So I do a 38-hour week without the paperwork side of things in 4 days. 3.5 days, I do a 38-hour week, 35 to 30, 38-hour week. So I do a full-time job in 3.5 days, really. And I don't think I would get the money in 3.5 days that I get currently doing what I do. I love the job for the most part, not when it's exhausting me, not when I've got screaming children. That exhausts me. And I'm getting older, and it's getting harder to deal with screaming, and yeah, that gets harder the older I get. I'm liking the fact that by choosing my own hours, I have the freedom to travel in the van. And I've always said, if I wasn't here with Lee, and if I didn't have my boys, then I would probably use my childcare to travel the world, not the world, the country, or Great Britain, actually. Wouldn't just stick to England. And I would join nanny agencies up and down this island, and travel around living in a van. Probably not Spog because it wouldn't be big enough, but traveling around living in a van, and earn my money at different locations and spend time in different places. Um, yeah, but I don't know what else I would do. Um, I would like, wouldn't we all, to make a lot of money, me going in my van and earn a lot of money on YouTube, filming nice things for you and travelling in my van. That would be lovely. I'd really like that. But then I don't want the channel to get so big that you then have the rubbish that comes with it. And that, I'll be honest with you, when that video was going crazy on Monday, all I kept thinking about is, should I take it down, because I didn't want it to go completely loopy and my channel to go completely loopy, and then have my whole life kind of really out there, which it is out there. I don't know if that makes sense. Sorry, I've not been reading, I've been waffling. Pigeon was a little disappointing. Duck or goose is better. Never had goose, Duck I only like as crispy aromatic duck. I don't like it normally because it's quite fatty. Kathy, hello, hello. Thank you for the congratulations on 4K. Raise girl, pigeon not for you. Okay. There were mobile stations here. Postal votes available, of course. Yeah, you see, that's what happens with the voting. I see the big sign up outside the village hall and it reminds me, and I see people coming and going and it reminds me, and obviously that wasn't there. And actually my sister-in-law Heather did message me, or message the family and said don't forget to vote, but by that point I was already in the bath and I was like, I don't think I'm going to get out of the bath and go and do it. And also because I didn't know where I was going to do it. If I'd have realised, oh, postal. See, I just don't read the post that comes through. Could I have posted it then? I don't know. We voted at the voting station, primary school. See, our polling station didn't have a big sign outside, so maybe they weren't doing it in the village. How strange. To have one superpower, what would it be? One superpower. I'll have a little think about that. We like pigeon. It was in a pie made by our son. Very tasty. Do like duck. Hit a pheasant last year. I don't like pheasant. Excuse me. Game is too gamey in my opinion. I don't like pheasant or deer. No. We had pheasant in something. It was a game pie, I think. And it just, in the town I grew up in, we had a family butcher's, and I don't think they do it so much now, but they would line up, hanging off their canopy, pheasants hanging, you know, dead birds upside down. I used to have to hold my breath walking past because the smell of those birds was sickening. And I appreciate you have to let the meat age and what have you, and that's why they hang them, but it was horrible, really horrible. And that's all I could smell. That's all I could taste was, you know, you get the taste of a smell. That's all I could taste was the smell of that. And it doesn't have good memories for me. It's, you know, holding my breath to get past that. Ugh, no. Captain Jack Scrapper, how are you? Pretty sure you could call in as well. Stick with chicken. Yeah, I like my chicken. I am a chicken girl. 4-pack want their dinner. Bye. You've probably gone now, haven't you? I'm sorry. Bye. Thanks for popping in. Paul and Sarah. Hello, Paul and Sarah. How are you? See you soon. Don't forget. Thank you, Tink. Tink is my he's my, and I still haven't made you a moderator, have I, Tink? Because I can never do it on my phone. I have to do it on the laptop. That's why you're not a moderator. Unless the apps change, can I? Oh, they are. I can add you as a moderator now. There you go, Tink. You are now a moderator. You've been made blue. I've been meaning to do that for ages because you always deal with the thumbs thing and the techie side of stuff for me. Where did I got to? Come to Nebraska. Oh, you know what? If we ever get over to America, I would definitely come and see all of you lot. We'd have a big road trip. Do nannies make good money? They're not on a bad wage. I mean, it's what you class as good money. You're never going to make huge money because you've got someone else's wages paying your wages. I think it's probably about £12 an hour now. Is that before tax or after tax? I think it's not gone up an awful lot since I was doing it, put it that way. It's not great money, I don't think, and it's long hours, and you never know what the family's going to be like that you're going to work for. I mean, my first nanny job was fantastic, and I dream about them a lot. They come into my dreams a lot, that I go back and work for them. My second nanny job, not so much. Frozen Art, congratulations. Thank you, that's really kind. Nanny McPhee, yeah, I should get a job as Nanny McPhee. How's my morning going? Well, my morning was a bit soggy. I actually had a lazy morning in bed. It is currently, I don't know what time is it, people? I'm half hour into it, so it must be about 6:40-ish in the evening. The morning was fine. I did want to go out for a walk, but it was raining and it was horrible. And then we had to go to Asda and get some food. So I went and did that. I did a bit of Pokemon hunting. And then I took some books and some puzzles over to the village hall, and they'd got an outdoor cake and book and plant sale swap thing going on. So I went over and took a load of books and bought some new books and had a cake and a cup of tea, and it had stopped raining long enough for them to hold that, which was brilliant, because when I woke up this morning I thought, oh bless them, they're doing this fundraiser for the village hall, and yeah, it's dropping down with rain. Starting your new process on selling your colouring books. Oh, okay. What sort of things do you draw? Is it like cartoony stuff, or is it sort of fantasy stuff, or is it like scenery? A nanny in a van in the States would probably be questioned by the police at very least. Do you think so? No, you see, I think I'd do quite well. I think travelling around and just taking the jobs as and where I found. I'd have to have a set postal address, I guess, for stuff, but I'm sure my mum and dad would give me a postal address for stuff like that. Yeah. Not that I'm ever going to do it, because I've got the boys and I'm with Lee. But yeah, in theory, I could. What's the furthest place I'd consider driving Spog to? Anywhere in the UK if I had the time to do it. I do want to do Scotland. I was hoping to have done Scotland by now, but then COVID hit. And I'm going to need at least a week to do that. The thing is, with these big trips, I always feel a bit bad. Like, I've done long weekends, but you need more than a long weekend to do Scotland. And I feel bad, like, abandoning Lee for that long. I don't think he really would care much about me abandoning him for that long. But it's like me having a holiday and him not. So yeah, there's kind of a guilt thing attached to it, because he wouldn't be interested in coming with me. But I am going to do it, because part of the reason I bought the van is because I want to do Scotland, and he has no interest in doing Scotland, and he's always said, but if you want to do it, go and do it. So I shouldn't really feel bad. I should just book a week and go and drive around Scotland. Yeah, maybe I will look into doing that properly and actually planning it. Maybe I'll just plan it properly for next year when everything's opened up properly, and book a proper week. When's the best time? I don't want to go in midgie season. I hear it's really bad for midges and what have you in Scotland. Gary Sprinkler Repair, another face I haven't seen for ages. See, this is a good thing with live streams. All you people that will come on the live streams and chat to me, who I haven't spoken to for ages, but I don't tend to speak to in the comments section. It's really nice that you guys are still around. Do you think, Kathy, do you think that it wouldn't go down well in America? That's a shame. I think there's a different view though on, well, I don't know. I think there's a different, traveling in America seems different to traveling here, I think. Where am I? That's on the big 4K. Thank you, Gary Sprinkler. Lee, it does look like your bedroom, doesn't it? Yeah. You're not in it though. Where are you? What are you doing? He's eating pizza is what he's doing. Chicken shortage in the US. Oh, is there? Why is there a chicken shortage? I mean, they breed like rabbits. Yeah, like rabbits. Feel the power. Tink's happy with his wrench. Did I get polling cards? Maybe you guys didn't have anything to vote on. Just nearly told everyone where you lived then. Did I? Did I nearly tell everyone where I lived? You see, that's a problem with live streams. I say Oxford a lot because it's more vague. It's an area. But I don't tend to go in specifics. Did I, Georgia? Ooh. That's a problem. Imo said to me that's why she doesn't do live streams, because she thinks she'll overshare. Have to remember not to say where I am. We did get polling cards. Yes, we did. And I filed them neatly in the cupboard and didn't really read them. I just went, oh, there's polling cards. One thing I did read is it was something to do with choosing something to do with Thames Valley Police, I believe, we were voting on. I'll show you the countryside and prairies of the heartland. I could spend so long. I'd need a year to get around everything I want to see, and probably more, wouldn't I? Oh, bye, Victoria. Thank you for popping in, and thank you for the congratulations. They are very much appreciated. 6:37 at this point. Thank you for the time. You're like the speaking clock, just what I need. Thank you, thank you. 85 degrees. That is Fahrenheit. What is that in Celsius? Swimming and barbecue. And well, clearly hotter than it is here. Quaver Flavour, hello, hello. Do I want company in Scotland? Yes, I do. Yes, I do want company in Scotland. Yes, I do. You need to get the van sorted so that we can go and do Scotland. That would be nice. They drive on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, big difference. Who, Americans? Or here? Everyone drives on the wrong side of the road if they're not driving on the same side of the road that I drive on. I think he's referred to. We have. Oh, okay. I mean, you know, wherever you go, you have those sorts of people, Kathy. Unfortunately, a lot of people with a lot of, yeah, that way of wanting things, and I don't think it matters what country you're in. I guess your country is bigger, and therefore your percentage-wise, it might be bigger. But we have the same issue here. But when it comes to childcare, we're all, you know, we have quite rigorous police checks and that kind of thing, and vetting and what have you. We're hot on safeguarding. So I don't think me travelling up and down the country in a van and working, doing temp jobs would be a problem. I don't think. I don't know. It's all theory anyway, because I'm not going to do it, but I don't think it would be a problem. I should say Oxfordshire like a proper toff, shouldn't I? Yeah, Oxfordshire. Did I get my vaccination? I've had half a vaccination. So I've had my first half, and my next half is due the end of this month, beginning of next month. So yeah, and I had the AstraZeneca one. Homegrown, don't you know? I would like my second one so that, yeah, I'm just properly. Oh no, you nearly told everyone where I live. No, don't do that, Georgia. Oh, I was going to say, I didn't think I did. I am quite good at not saying. I have done a couple of times in videos, but I can edit it out. But yeah, it is semi-conscious in my brain that I don't want to say where I live. But yeah, please don't tell everybody where I live. There's a few people in here that do know where I live, but as a general rule, I don't really want it all over the internet. Vans near a school raise suspicions. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I think any vehicle that is suspiciously rocking up by schools would be a problem. But most schools here don't really want you pulling up outside the school anyway, because our school buildings tend to be really old. There's very, very few places that actually have any parking. So whether I pulled up in a van or, you know, I'd probably walk to wherever it was I was picking the children up from. And if I couldn't walk, I would probably have to park far enough away from the school that I would have to walk, if that makes sense, to the school anyway. Yeah, you're not really allowed in the school car parks. In fact, I don't know any school that allows. Secondary schools are not so bad, but even our secondary school really frowns upon you pulling up in the car park. I have done that a few times. But yeah, they don't like you. They'd prefer you get your child to walk away from the school if they're old enough, and then you pick them up if they're like secondary school age, or they would prefer you to park up somewhere else and walk to the school yourself, or ideally walk from your home if you can. Sue just had your dinner. Why did Sue just have your dinner, Trev? Dinner's in, Sue. 29 degrees Celsius. Oh, that is quite hot, isn't it? Thank you for the conversion there, Tink. That is quite hot, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely barbecue weather. The Oxyflex, love my vlogs. Thank you very much. Now, can I ask what sort of vlogs you prefer? Are you one for the van lifing? Are you one for the nature? Or are you one for the childcare? I definitely think the van lifing ones, which mix a lot with the nature and the hikes, are the best sellers on my channel. They're the most popular. And I have noticed, I went through my analytics, I've suddenly gone from being half and half male female viewers to 74% I think male viewers, and I think that's come from the van life, because the van life playlist has suddenly gone whoosh, and also the people viewing tend to be mid 40s to mid 50s, I think it is, or mid 40s to 60s, and again I think that comes with the van life side of things, in my in the viewing analytics. Had your second one a few weeks ago. Oh, brilliant. Excellent. You had the Moderna. We don't have the Moderna here. Oh, you got very sick. Oh, well, I'm glad it didn't last very long. Lee's actually got his on Monday, so I need to take him on Monday for his vaccine, because it's not at our local health centre. We've got to take him somewhere else to go and get his, so I need to take him for that on Monday, and then he's actually booked 2 days off afterwards in case he gets sick, because a lot of people I know actually have got quite sick with the AstraZeneca. They've had quite nasty kind of sicky flu-y reaction, and a lot of the people he works with have been quite sick and taken at least a day off afterwards, so he's just booked 2 days off. I think he could have just called in sick because he's entitled to the sick days, but because Brendan works with him, it would mean Brendan wouldn't be able to get into work, so he's kind of planned ahead, taken holiday, and it means Brendan's taking 2 days holiday as well. And neither of them have had a holiday since Christmas, so they're probably due a good couple of days off, bless them. Right, what else am I missing? Yours is due, but you don't want to right now because of allergic reaction. Don't want to be in school whilst having an allergic reaction. Take a few days off. Yeah, and if you have a tendency to have an allergic reaction, then probably you'd want to make sure you're getting the Pfizer and not the AstraZeneca, because I believe the Pfizer is less likely to give you anaphylaxis if you have a tendency. But the chances of having anaphylaxis, from everything I've read, is very low. But if you are one of these people who has severe allergy issues and has an EpiPen, then they're saying Pfizer is the one you should really get. But having said that, my sister Jackie, I'm pretty certain she had the AstraZeneca. Did she not? Or was it the other way around? She can't have the Pfizer. Or I might have got that round the wrong way. Yes, it might be. Yeah, you can't have the Pfizer, you have to have the AstraZeneca, because the Pfizer is more likely to give you an allergic reaction. That's why she, yes. Okay, I had that the wrong way around. So you want Pfizer, you want AstraZeneca, not Pfizer, if you have allergic reactions. Hello, Lee.
Hola.
Is that Morty?
No, this is my cup of tea that Kenzie had to make me because he drank mine.
Oh, he drank yours, did he?
He sat there, he was in the kitchen, he started glugging my tea. I said, "What are you doing?" "Oh, tea." So Kenzie, your tea is in the living room. I gave you a tea.
Oh, well.
Whatever.
You had to have 2 cups of tea then. I thought all vans in the USA were full of FBI agents. Yeah, it is.
No, only the black ones.
Oh yeah, only black vans.
The
only
big
black
radars
vans.
on the top.
Yeah, they're all black vans that are FBI. They only buy black vans. My dad used to pull in the car park and would get told off. It was a big problem with me because I wasn't allowed to leave the school building. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I did usually, there were times I picked Brendan up, but he was in an autistic unit, which was part of the school. And so they did kind of turn a blind eye to that, because his taxi would have pulled in to pick him up from there anyway. But if we had arranged something, then I would pull into where the taxi would have pulled in. And they were better about it because he was in the autistic unit. Oh, my chat keeps vanishing. Oh, Daryl and Keith are back. Hi! Did the dogs enjoy their dinner? The flood of massive SUVs that Mum drive like race cars has made most schools stop letting vehicles in. I do not understand. Lee calls them Chelsea tractors, don't you?
Yeah, the bigger the van, the weedier the kid.
And the posher the school, the bigger the van as well. Yeah, I did some school runs in my second nanny job in Oxford at the posh schools, you know, the very expensive posh schools that you have to pay for. And we did actually drive down the lane to drop the kids off. and it was like a one-way system. But my goodness, the size of those cars that were dropping off was ridiculous.
One child.
Yeah, one child was getting out, and you're just like, I mean, some of them probably did live in big country homes, but I don't imagine they had to drive down many big farm tracks. Doesn't stop. What's this? Made the most school stop looking the vehicle, still didn't stop the nutty drivers. No, unfortunately, we have people drive through this village and past the school at stupid speeds, absolutely stupid speeds. You get your second jab on Sunday. Ooh, are you filming it, Darryl and Keith? I think they're getting a bit wiser now to people filming. I don't know if you'll be able to do a sneaky film. FBI, CIA are tending to gravitate to the full-size SUVs such as Suburbans, Tahoes, shiny black, and they tailgate each other at high speeds. Do they? That doesn't sound very safe.
Do they video distort the badge out on the front?
Yeah.
Well?
Do they drive around with a video distorted badge?
So you can't see if it's a Chevrolet or a Ford.
Or is that just in the movies too? I was very sick. It was a bit scary, but it was over very quickly. Oh, I know. It's horrible. It's horrible, horrible. But hopefully, in the long run, it's the best thing for you. Beginning to wonder if it's possible to get long COVID even if a person didn't have the symptoms of COVID. I think if you were asymptomatic, I don't suppose there's any reason why you couldn't have long COVID. I mean, obviously, you're more likely to have long COVID if damage was done to you because you got so poorly. But I know people who have had COVID and just had like bad flu, and they're suffering long COVID. So, yeah, I don't see why not.
According to the numpty I work with, the symptoms are all in your mind anyway.
Well, there are people out there like that. Getting your house renovated. Are you still in the hotel? I was going to ask you that, Kathy. Actually, you've been there 5 weeks. That's quite nice being in a hotel. But it's nice to just be at home again. So that sounds like big house renovations. Are you having things built or just big decorating jobs done? Having things ripped out? Trev had second jab last week with no issues. Well, that's good. I'm a bit worried about the second jab because I was feeling rubbish during the first one. I did hear the second jab wasn't supposed to be so bad, but that's not, I don't know, your friend was worse on the second jab, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had to have 2 days off sick.
Yeah.
He's never sick.
Waiting for your, hello Patrick. Waiting for your second AstraZeneca, was a bit nervous after all the clot stuff. Yes, I do get that. I do get that, but I think in perspective, if you put it into perspective, should I say, the people that were getting the blood clots had other underlying health issues from what I was reading. And so they were almost predispositioned for that to happen. And if you think about how many people we are vaccinating, and you look at how many, so if there's like 100 people being vaccinated, how many people out of that 100 would have had a blood clot anyway, this particular type of blood clot anyway, the percentage is still lower than the number being vaccinated, if that makes sense. The percentage is still like 0.00 something or other of people. In fairness, I haven't really watched much info in the last 2 weeks about that, so it might have changed. That is 2 weeks outdated, but that's how I put it. And the chances of you getting long COVID or getting really sick from not having the vaccination was much more, a much higher percentage. So that's the way I kind of looked at it. I went with the numbers. I don't have any other allergies, but to injections I get very bad reactions. Yeah, I think 2 days feeling rubbish tends to be most people's experience with the vaccine. I don't remember exactly what happened, but the police were with me, so it was serious. That's why they didn't let me leave. What did I miss? Why were the police with you? I must have missed something. When is my next trip in Spog? Good question, Trev or Sue, or both of you. When is my next trip in Spog?
When you decide to get off your derriere and decide you're going to talk one.
Yeah, but life keeps getting in the way. Maybe next weekend. I have a feeling this stuff.
I've got my jab. I could be dead by then. You have to bury me and all sorts.
I have to bury you.
Nothing. I have the jab and I die.
So selfish.
I know.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Well, maybe if I have to go and pick up my mum's tortoise next weekend, which I think I might have to, maybe I can do an overnight and then pick up the tortoise from the Cotswolds and bring him back because he's at the exotic vets in the Cotswolds. So I might try and sort out an overnight next weekend, maybe.
How posh.
How very posh.
Yes. The exotic pets always go to the Cotswolds, you see.
They do go to the Cotswolds. It's the best place to be. Well, it was either that or Reading, and I'm sorry, but Reading doesn't quite have the same ring as the Cotswolds. Sorry if you live in Reading. Which I actually think, does Rob live in Reading? I think you do, don't you? I'm sorry. Nothing wrong with Reading.
Good shopping centre.
Yeah, it does.
Last time we
Good
went.
shopping centre. That was a long time ago. Just recorded a message from a friend. Oh, received a message from a friend. There's a cougar walking the neighbourhood 3 blocks from us.
Not the
Nice.
cougar I'm thinking of.
Did they specify what kind of cougar for me,
It's an
Grandma?
old lady searching for younger blokes walking around on the major
Might not be
roads.
the cougar you're thinking of. Puppy might be fine, but young boys might not. Well,
Puppy bloke's a cougar on
no,
the
not
loose.
young boys. That come out completely wrong. Young men might
Definitely
not.
young
You
men.
know, of a legal age. The badges are not usually blurred here. They're usually Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac. General Motors, yes, it's all GMC, isn't it? Huge renovation, everything: walls, floor, paint, new appliances, fridge, stove, dishwasher, washer, dryer, painting the outside. Oh my goodness,
Oh my.
that is something big. I was fine after the second. You seem to feel ill after one of them, not both. Oh, okay, so that's good to know. That's good to know. Well, hopefully I won't feel too bad after the second one. Okay, we're fine after the first. Oh, Devil and Keith, then that'll be your turn to feel sick if you were fine after your first. Even a B-day. Oh, how very posh. How very... Kathy is getting a B-day.
Oh, a bidet.
A B-day. Georgia, what did you say when we moved into the house Mum and Dad are in and it had the B-day? What did you say that was for washing your feet in or something? I can't remember. What did you say? You were very excited to see the B-day. Georgia was only about 4 at the time, probably not even 4, she was probably 3. I picked her up from preschool and took her to the new house and she got very excited about the B-day. Georgia, fill us in. What did you say about the B-day? Makes perfect sense. I think it's the media blowing out of proportion. Oh yeah, there's no story in it otherwise, is there?
Sensationalism.
No, I always try and just go with some figures and kind of put it into perspective. And the problem is this particular blood clot is more fatal than the blood clots of things like if you take the pill, you're at a higher chance of having a blood clot. But it's a different kind of blood clot, and this particular one is unfortunately more fatal or has a higher fatality rate. Not fertility rate, doesn't have a high fertility rate. Fatality rate. Imo and Izzy, hello. Have you been tree searching, Imo? It rained, so you're safe for another day. I did not get any trees in.
Been out looking for wood.
Been out looking for wood. She has. Talking about your dad coming to pick you up from school. Oh, right, and getting told off. Righty ho. Just popped in to say hi and congratulations. Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you online or anything for ages. And are you still doing videos? And if you are, why am I not seeing them? I did hear you'd got another whippet though. That's quite exciting. In fact, I do think I saw a video. That was probably one of the last. Have you been doing videos during lockdown? Because they haven't been coming up on my stream, and neither have Brett's. So I'm beginning to wonder if maybe YouTube had a hissy fit at some point. I need to go and check who I'm still sub to and not sub to. Why are you giggling? Are you being rude?
No, it's a meme that's popped up with a teacher in tears. He's not looking very happy at all, and it says teacher getting ready to essay Uranus in front of new generation of 14-year-olds, and he's crying.
I must haul some scrap now and be back in live 4 hours from now. Oh, you're doing a live? Ooh, okay.
Like
what
for
am I
like.
doing for? Like for like, yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, a little wave for Imo and Izzy. Have you heard anything more from the police about the incident? No, I have not heard anything more about the incident. I hoped I would have heard something because I would like to know what's, and I did say to them, look, if this is, I mean, she was arrested and she was going to be charged, and I know these things take time, but, and I know they're not going to know yet if I've needed to go to court or what have you, but if the whole thing was just going to be and, you know, caution or whatever, then I would like to know so that I don't have to think about the fact that I might be called in over the next year to go to court over it.
No, that'd be brushed under the carpet.
You'd be brushed under the carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple of email addresses for a couple of the officers, so I might email and just ask for a heads up, you know, a courtesy call. I did ask them to, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, she's put, oh, Lee, this one has 4 legs and a tail. The cougar.
Oh, the cougar. We're not looking for an older lady then.
Not looking for an older lady. Hello, Chris. How's life up north? Thank you very much for the congrats on the 4K. Mum used to say bidet were for washing feet, and she called them biddies. Is that
biddies?
Biddies?
Yeah, biddies.
Bidet. It's French, is it not? Bidet.
Oh, bidet.
Biddies.
French foot washer.
They are useful for washing your feet in. I did wash my feet in the bidet at one point. It wasn't one of those ones that had the jet thing that cleaned your butt. It was one of those that you had to fill up, like an old-fashioned one. Kathy says, hi, Ray.
Hello.
Hello, what?
Bob.
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 I can't remember what I said. Something about having something I could wash my... No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You said that's for me to be sick in. That's what it was. It was for you to be sick in. I remember that now, because it was just the right size for you to stand over if you felt poorly. That's what it was. Hi, Casey. How's things? I've got a few channels on here I'd really like people to go and see. One, Imo and Izzy vlogs, because you all know I think she's amazing. Family vlog, wonderful. Definitely go check them out. And Casey Hudson, you need to go check out her channel. She is American based, and she reports on the, I'm going to sound like you now, lesser known missing person cases that need more attention. Really, I mean, I can't do an awful lot from the UK, but I never miss her videos, because I think they do need to be watched. And if you watch them, you comment and you like, then it just pushes them that bit up, and it supports the channel, and her channel has such a good cause behind it. So definitely go and check out those 2 channels, please. Always a long court thing, especially now because of the current state. So who knows? Yeah, there. I mean, it's a week. It's not even been a week quite. It rained so hard today. The first time in 11 years I didn't take my dog out. Wow. It must have rained. You could have taken him out on a boat. Good to see you too. I know, Kathy. I've missed you. We really need a catch up sometime. We say that every time we talk on live stream, and we never do. But we really need a good catch up. I reckon Michelle Taylor. I reckon the 4K is quite nice. We have noticed a difference. Congrats. Thank you. It's 4K as in 4K. This is where I got a bit confused when somebody said it to me about doing 4K. It's not 4K as in visually. It's 4K as in I hit 4K subscribers. Yes, I don't actually know what I'm filming in. Extra high definition, something like that.
HD.
Super extra HD. It is 1080, but yeah.
I think it's just HD 1080p.
It was super HD thing. There was an option and it's super HD. But yes, I do think my filming quality has improved with this new phone. Oh yeah, that was it. Georgia remembers now. I did sound like you. Thing is, we all have our sayings, do we not? Us YouTube channel people, and we have them, and your saying is one of those ones, and also Imo's end credits about if you want to
hear, really means a lot to us.
If you want to hear more of our story, what is it? If you want to hear more of our story,
like and subscribe.
Right, it really helps. It really helps the channel
to grow.
It really helps the channel to grow, and I so appreciate it. You see, these things get stuck in our heads. They are our things, like my good morning, good morning, good morning. They're catchphrases that stick in people's heads. Chocolate eclairs are calling. Ooh, you tease. Go make sure they're tasty. Yeah, go and check them out for me. Birdnest 58 finally made it. Well, I have been on here for, oh my goodness, over an hour. I will stay on for a bit longer, definitely. But Kenzie, I promised him I'd make him pancakes. Did you give him pizza?
Yes.
Oh, so he's had something. He's not going to starve.
Oh, he's not wasting away
He's
with a
not
pizza
wasting away.
a pizza and a bit, half a pizza and a bit.
He's had half a pizza in a bit, right?
And it
Okay.
was spicy.
Mm. Thank you, Casey. Thank you very much. Yes, the 4K. Yes, it just kind of happened very quickly. I had, in the space of 24 hours, I had 200 and something new subscribers, was it? And this week, in the total week, I've had something like 400 new subscribers in less than a week, and it's all due to that video I put up last Monday about the domestic abuse case that I saw. And I didn't go into details about it, one, because it's not my place to go into details about it. That's their private life, and even though this woman was making it very public, you know, this guy doesn't need images and video footage and what have you of what was happening all over the internet. Two, I didn't want anything that was going to hinder any court case. But because I vlog my life and what I do, my van travels and things like that, I had to mention it. And I thought it was a good opportunity to then address it and to give out those numbers at the end of the video to say where you can find support in the UK if you are suffering at the hands of domestic abuse.
And it's not always men.
And it's not always women at the hands of it. You know, any walk of life can suffer it. Yeah, I just wanted to make that clear and to let people know they deserve more. So that's why I did put those bits up in that video. And yeah, it just went crazy. It's currently at 15k views. And in my eyes, that's a mini viral video for me. My biggest watched or most watched video is at 300 and something thousand views. And that is my Robin Gibb grave video that I did quite early on. And thankfully that one didn't pick up any traction until just after I went monetized. About a week after I went monetized, that video went loopy. But the growth on this one was so fast. It was actually, I'd got Imo and myself and Lee. So Imo was texting me. I was sat here at like midnight. Lee was next to me and we were just watching the figures just flip by. And I was at one point thinking, should I just take it down? Should I just take it down? Because I was just really nervous that it would go too far, if that makes sense. I started to get quite worried. But I'm glad I didn't, because there's some really important information in there, and the amount of people who commented on that particular video and said they'd either been in that situation themselves or pointed out that by people doing things like not just ignoring it but actually calling the police and making a statement and what have you, means that it could potentially save somebody's life, because these things escalate and people do die at the hands of domestic abuse. So yeah, I'm glad I made it. Almost a year since I had a situation, this thing hasn't happened. Oh yeah, it's going to take a while. It's not going to be a quick thing, is it? If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Tink. Miguel. Hello, Miguel. How are you? I recognise your name, actually. We have a quick chit chat in my comments the other day. You're definitely a new subscriber. I'm pretty certain of that. So thank you very much for subscribing. It's family film night and we are watching Matilda, so I need to go. If you've not already gone, bye. Good night, Jasper. Enjoy Matilda. It's such a good film. Popcorn currently popping. Yay. Lack of knowledge concerning tech. Oh, right. Yes, the 4K thing. Yeah, no, easy mistake to make. The first person that said to me I should do a 4K live stream, I was thinking along the lines of quality, not quantity. No, I'm not watching The Handmaid's Tale. My sister-in-law watched it, and my sister watched it, and they all said it probably wasn't for me. That I might find it a bit distressing. So I haven't. Celebrate Pippa's 4K by getting yourself up. Oh, Tink, you rock. Yes, please do. Go check out Geek of Nature t-shirts if you have not already. Tink has put a link in the chat. And that is where you can get your hands on a Worm's Eye View t-shirt in various styles. And also check out the rest of the stuff, because it is my sister's t-shirt company. And yes, it just subsidizes their life, helps them out a little bit, and everything is very eco. The production is very eco, the amount of water they use, the dyes they use, the way they recycle the water and the products through the system so it's used more than once. They even take back the old t-shirts when you've finished with them and will give you a discount on buying new t-shirts, and then they turn those into recycled new t-shirts to resell. So the whole process is just fantastic. So yes, definitely please go check out your t-shirts, my Worm's Eye View t-shirts, and the other t-shirts, because they have a huge range of fantastic designs. And I do not get a penny from this. I'm not promoting this for myself. I do not get a penny for this, but it will help my nephew have food on his plate. I'm going to give you the sob story now. And a roof over his head.
like he's destitute and begging on the streets.
Destitute. No, but he's not, because people buy t-shirts. Oh, Bob's got to go. Shout goodbye to Bob.
Bye-bye, Bob.
Bye, Kathy. She says, love you, Pippa and Ray. Love you too.
Love you too, Bob.
Oh, Casey's got to go as well. Bye, Casey. For a few. I'm glad you could come to the live stream as well. I should have been boozing it up on my live stream. I mean, this is kind of a very sober celebration, isn't it? No party poppers. How many people are in here? 18 people are in here. Oh, cool. And 36 likes. Thank you, thank you. But I do need to go in a minute because I haven't eaten. And I have drunk a cup of tea, and we know what happens if you drink a cup of tea. It eventually needs to leave. So I will have to leave. But I'll give it another 5 minutes. This is your 5-minute warning, people. I do this for the kids. 5 minutes. Got to go in 5 minutes. Your 5-minute warning. So any last minute questions that you'd like to know about? Ask us. If it's, you know, appropriate, we will answer it. We will answer it. You might even have a question for Lee. You could ask Lee. He is over there. He's not just like an imaginary voice, but just disembodied voice.
Great Scott, Marty.
He is a real person. Oh, 20 people, 19 people. Somebody popped in and popped out again. Thank you very much, Bird Nest. It is quite a long live stream. You may wish you hadn't said you were going to give it a full watch. I won't hold you to that. You don't have to give it a full watch. It is like an hour and 17 minutes, and it probably will be an hour and a half by the time I've finished. Julia, hello. Managed to get the last 5 minutes. Yes, your 5-minute warning, Julia. 5-minute warning. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, 4K. It's quite exciting, isn't it? Little old me with 4K subscribers. I don't know if I want the channel to get much bigger. I mean, it's kind of exciting that it's getting bigger.
It's having to produce the content constantly at a higher rate.
Well, no, I think that I've been very lucky, and I have a lot of really nice people commenting and viewing, and I've not come across too many people who are not very nice. And I just think the more subscribers I have, the more chance I have of maybe coming across some not very nice people. Caught any good Pokemon lately? Yes, but I keep forgetting the name. So the pink one that's a bit bird-like with the funny old beak thing. Spritzy. The white cloud thing that looks a bit like a sheep but is not a sheep with a funny cute face. Fluffy thing. I caught a bat with really big purple ears.
And some snubbles.
Oh yeah, snubbles. We've had snubbles a while. There was another one as well. Oh, and a thing. Oh, a Goomy. Yes, I got a Goomy. What's this one? The blue with the tail. Clam. A bit like a what are those things in the water that do that? Not crabs.
Lobsters. Crayfish.
Crayfish, a bit like a crayfish. Trapinch, no, not trapinch. No, two blue thing. Like this. Yeah. Trying to describe Pokemon. Yes, guess you. There's a thing on the end of Pokemon things where they have a black outline and it's guess the Pokemon, and then they go to an ad break and then they come back and they tell you what the Pokemon was and you say whether or not you got it right. And my boys used to love that bit of the Pokemon thing. And yeah, this is the acting out version of Pokemon. Maybe I should do that. Guess this Pokemon, and I have to act out being a Pokemon. Oh my goodness, that would be a fun live stream, wouldn't it? Okay, you just give me an idea now. Not Trapinch, no. I have got a Goomy, he's very cute. Thank you, Thrifty Grandma. Thank you. My 5 minutes is probably up, isn't it? Bye, Michelle. You like the question and answer. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, absolutely average. Hello, hello. Wives do that. It's called nagging. What, this? Some husbands do it too, you know. Not mine, because he's lovely. I'm more of a nag, aren't I, dear? Maybe you do it in your vlog for tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to you all. Oh, yes, it's Mother's Day, isn't it? In America and Canada, I think. It's not Mother's Day here. But yes, happy Mother's Day to all of you who are celebrating Mother's Day across the pond. Guess the Pokemon. Clauncher. Oh, it might be Clauncher. Yeah, that's ringing a bell. Clauncher. A bluey thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Clauncher. Yeah. Right. I suppose it's that time, is it not, where I should be thinking about going and making pancakes. I've got fruit and pancakes.
I have chocolate.
And some squirty cream.
I have an Easter egg. Maybe an Easter egg with some squirty cream.
Could you eat the Easter egg when you're not near me? Because I have eaten my Easter egg, and it's rude of you to eat your Easter egg in front of me when I haven't got an Easter egg to eat.
Because you've already scoffed it.
Yes. Is that not rude? That he's still got an Easter egg and he didn't eat it while I was eating mine? He does this a lot. He gives me the chocolate, and then I eat the chocolate, and then he goes, oh, I don't fancy my chocolate. And then I have to sit and watch him eat the chocolate on a day when I don't have chocolate. Very rude. Julia says it's very rude. Pass that to me. No. That's not all yours, is it?
Yeah.
Pass it to me.
Dairy milk Oreo, dairy milk Oreo, dairy milk Oreo.
Well, stop buying it then.
Well, don't eat it.
Well, don't buy. Look, he's got this much chocolate, and I've eaten every single one of mine because he buys it and then he doesn't eat it.
You're a greedy Grinch. You scoff it all.
I can't help it. I've got a problem.
Chocoholic. You should go and check in at the Betty Ford clinic for your chocolate addiction.
For my chocolate addiction. Yeah. May I use this clip on my channel, please? What clip? This. You can absolutely promote me on your channel if you like. As long as you're being nice about me. Don't use it on there and go, look at this nutter, she's a complete fruit loop. Well, you can say that because actually it's true. Oh yes, I have got Exernius. I think I've got about 3 of them. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's very mean you having all that chocolate. We had a Twitter chat the other day. Oh, okay. Right. Cool. You know, I'm so rubbish at actually working out who people are. Hi. Dizzy Tack. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm heading off now. I'm sorry. What? How does he save chocolate? I know, right? It's just weird. It's not normal. Hi, Julie. I'm going. I'm sorry. Did Lee bring chocolate for everyone? Did you bring chocolate for everyone?
How many people are on there?
20.
We have a square each.
You can all have a square, he said. You can all have a square. 19. You've got one more square to yourself now. Right. I'm going to go, people. I am going to go. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for getting me to my 4K. Thank you for being fantastic, lovely, wonderful people who are kind and who love chatting with me in the comments. And I will try my best to do more live streams because I did used to do them more often and I've got really rubbish at doing them. And Lee does tell me I should do them more often and I don't listen to him. So I might start listening to him. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, and just to let you know, there is no vlog today because this was your vlog. Okay? I just didn't film today because I was doing this.